I'm Roseann Benedict from Compass in Greenwich, and I have today with me Tim Morabito, who's in the West Hampton office of Compass. And Tim and his partner, Nicole Weiss, listed a property at 104 Union Avenue, and it is just fabulous, and it certainly makes me want to move. So welcome, Tim. Thanks for doing this interview with me.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having us, Roseann. Me.
I know, poor Nicole's busy doing all the kids'
Yeah,
things, right?
okay, so I'll man the show.
Good. So tell me a little bit about yourself. Tell me how long you've been with Compass and where you're originally from and why you
Yeah,
love the Moriches.
absolutely. Well, I've been a lifelong resident of in and around the Hamptons. We have been in the business. I've been in the business for 12 years, and I've been with Compass for 2. And Moriches is this hidden little gem right outside of the Hamptons. I actually live in the area, so does my partner Nicole, and we commute 12 minutes to the Hamptons, which isn't so bad. But it's you get a lot more bang for your buck in the Moriches area as opposed to going a few miles east into the craziness of the Hamptons, and paying a lot more than you would just outside.
Yeah. Okay. And so this house is at 104 Union Avenue. It's right on the water. Is that the bay of Moriches?
Yeah, it's actually Moriches Bay, which opens up to the Moriches Inlet out to the ocean, and it's really it provides some of the best fishing and water sports, and some of the most picturesque scenic views that really the east end of Long Island has to offer.
Okay, so I'm not going to tell my husband about this house because you mentioned fishing. He's a big fisherman, so I'm
Yeah,
gonna not
almost.
tell him because he'll
Yeah,
want to buy it right away.
yeah.
Um, so tell me about the house. Tell me what you love about it, and obviously, there's some things that I want to point out as well. But why don't you give me a little visual about it?
It's as I mentioned, we were brought in as a exclusive lister to a property that was already on the market, and we weren't sure what to expect pulling up. It's a big price tag for something in Moriches, so we were a little skeptical until we pulled up to the driveway, which has to be almost a quarter of a mile long, leading up to the house, winding through all of these plantings and specimen trees that leads up to the guest house, the pool house, and then to the main house, which overlooks the water. And it's got the wow factor as you pull into it. It
It
really does.
does.
Yeah.
And this house is on what, 6 acres?
I have the listing right here.
Yeah, it is
6 point.
6.
Yeah,
And
just over.
and how big is the waterfront area?
It's, I believe, over 200 linear feet of bulkheading on the bay. And one of the nice things is it's not on the open bay. It's actually protected by a little peninsula that shuts out. So you have the open bay view without being, kind of pummeled by the storms and everything.
Yeah. And how big of a boat can you get there? Do you know?
So a good friend of mine keeps his boat right around the corner there, and he has told me that the water at the property is actually deeper here. And he's got a 32-foot boat, so probably in the mid-30s is the biggest you're going to get. And once you get out into the Moriches Bay, it's not the deepest waterway, so you have to know the channels and everything, and know what where to go with it and all.
Good. So off camera, we talked about your dog. You want to introduce your dog who's looking for some attention?
And she won't leave my side. So
She's
yeah.
very cute. So one of the things when I first saw this house at Union Avenue, one of the things that I loved, it's built in 1890 something, I can't remember, but I love the foyer, love the entrance and that back room with all the glass where the pool table is. So tell me a little bit about those areas.
So the house is it is historical. It is landmarked. So any alterations or anything would have to go through architectural review with the county. But it's great to see the old design and architecture, how things were functional back in the day, and hear the explanations of why the foyer has 2 doorways leading in, and why the screen porch is built the way that it is, to accommodate the lifestyle that was prevalent when it was built.
Mm-hmm.
it's really every room you step into, it's almost a throwback in time with, some of the modern updates. So it's got a little bit of the best of both worlds.
Noticed a stained glass window in
Yeah.
that foyer. Is that original to the house?
Actually, I don't know. I should ask, but I don't know. I'm not
Okay.
sure.
All right.
Yeah.
And so the outdoor space is amazing. Obviously, I saw a pool and hot tub. Tell me a little
Yeah.
bit about that outdoor space.
So he has a pool with a pool house that's off. It's separate from all of the main open yard space that he has. Everything has it's all been designated, each area, so it doesn't feel like anybody's on top of each other. But at the same time, you do have the big expanse of the open yard space. So he's got the pool and the pool house, then a 3-bedroom guest cottage off to the
Oh,
side where his kids are staying right now, and then the main house with, I mean, the rolling lawns there. It looks like a couple of football fields stacked on top one of another, leading up to the house.
that aerial view that you have, and we'll show it in a minute, but that aerial view that you have is just spectacular. I mean, you see the grass, you see that vast area, you can see the pool, the other
Mhm.
houses, and then as well as the water. So that's a great view, the aerial
Yeah,
view that you did.
yeah, we were happy with our photographer who did that. Yeah.
And then all of the rooms on the back side of the house are facing the water. Are there views from every room in the house?
It's funny, as the owner walked us through, a very interesting gentleman. He's in the fashion industry in the city. He pointed out that there's one room that doesn't have a water view, and that's where he goes to get his work done so that he's not distracted. So basically, every room in the house, you have a glimpse of the water, through the side, or something. You can catch a peek at the water.
Amazing. Well, this house certainly would make me want to move. Thank you so much, Tim, for chatting about it. It's priced at 7,950,000.
Yeah, correct.
7,950,000. If there's anyone that's interested in finding out more information about this house, feel free to reach out to me or to Tim Morabito or Nicole Weiss, and hopefully we can find a new homeowner for this beautiful property. So thank you, Tim.
Wonderful. My pleasure. Thank you, Roseann.